Hello everyone and welcome back to Sinfonian Series hosted by RPG Esports. I am your host Randomize. With me I have Fox. So we are going on to the losers bracket round 3 game. So let's check out the bracket right now, what we're expecting to see. We are coming very close to the end of this complete thing. So shield your eyes everyone, be prepared. It gets bright. I know, I'm sorry. But here we are. We're looking at the playoffs now. And we got the SDG game coming up next against OTC. What a crazy upset that's going on right now. SDG was knocked out by Need Boost due to a sad moment of being down a player. So they are fighting pretty well in the losers bracket right now. They were looking pretty good in the winners bracket until that mishap happens. Whereas OTC getting knocked out by Mr. yesterday really can show something, but it was still a game 5. OTC almost did win that one. So now SDG will be going up against OTC, and the winner of this team will move on to the losers bracket finals, which we will see Mr. versus Need Boost. And that team, whoever loses, will go into the loser bracket finals, but that will be the winners bracket final, which will happen after the All-Star game. So that won't happen yet, but we are falling a little bit behind schedule, so we're going to move this really quickly. Check out under me. You'll see that you can start voting, which could be either SDG or OTC. Throw that in the chat right now, as Fox and I are going to do a quick analysis and see who's going to possibly take tonight. So what do you say, Fox?
I think OTC looked really good in those last few games. I was a little bit surprised to see them knock out S2, if I'm being completely honest. It was definitely an upset. And I think OTC is going to have the advantage in this next game against SDG. Because SDG has been playing fine, but they've been a little bit inconsistent and a little bit under their normal skill level, I think. And I think if they can gather themselves, then it'll be a really close game. Otherwise, OTC is just going to... It could be a rough game for SDG. Rough series.
I mean, honestly, SDG's been playing better than they have been all season. SDG was playing how they should have been playing all season, in my opinion. But it's kind of like how Mr. were last season. They played horrible all season, and then all of a sudden they came out of nowhere. They're just hanging in there right now, so it's good to see that. But it's gonna be a hard call to say this, but personally, I think I'm gonna lean to OTC just because of the fact that, well, not even that OTC is doing really well, they're also very warmed up compared to SDG that just took a break waiting to see the results of this. So I think because OTC is warmed up, that's going to give them the advantage they need to see.
Yeah, I'm going to go the same way. I think OTC is going to take it, but for a little bit different reasoning. I think that SDG is fine warmed up, and they have a track record of kind of playing the first few games kind of laid back and kind of reading the other opponent and then coming back later. But I don't think that's going to work against OTC. And I think that's because their team structure is actually really similar, because they have Danyland and Ginger, which kind of match Obster and Liger Zero. There's a little bit more of a gap there, but at the same time, I think that OTC has been playing a lot better together than SDG has been playing. And so I definitely think that OTC is going to take it. I think it's going to go to game 4.
Okay, all right. Little different prediction. Usually they say sweep, reverse sweep. No, game 4.
Yeah,
SDG is gonna take one game. So with the guys in the crowd, you guys, the audience, you are voting OTC. So we're gonna declare that the winner of it. OTC winning with 83.3% coming out of you guys. Please make sure to also hit the follow button. Just a quick reminder: check out our Twitter @RBG_esports. Tweet at us and use the hashtag RLSS if you want to see your tweet come up here on the main stream, which would be awesome. And join our Discord. We will get a link inside the chat as well. You can check out our Discord and join us there, because season 3 is going to be a little different. We're going to start slowly opening up publicly to other people. We'll explain how that is next season. And then after that, all our tournaments and our leagues will be open to the public. You don't want to be missing any of it, because you have a chance of possibly making some easy money. If you are a really good team, you can win some cool prizes, and then you could possibly also be signed up. Kind of like how NRG is right here. You could possibly be signed up with RBG Esports, and we'll help you make sure you get into the Pro League. How? Find out by hitting that follow button and joining our Discord. Otherwise, let's get right into this game. We're going to open up the room, and we're going to get these guys in here, and I'm hyped up, excited to watch this game. I think it's going to be, it will either be a full-on sweep or it's going to be a tight game. Part of me is kind of hoping sweep-wise, just because scheduling, that'd be nice. Just being honest, we're about 15 minutes behind schedule, but that's okay. We also did start an hour early due to yesterday's mishaps of things. And Popstar apparently just got online again. I know Steam does that weird thing where, like, it looks like you never signed off, but then for some reason it does.
Yeah,
so
you'd be like playing with someone and suddenly, oh yeah, you're playing Rocket League. I didn't know that.
Yeah, right. All right, so the room is open. Hopefully these guys are paying attention and join in.
I know Dissonant's ready. He's already in.
Is he in?
Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, my man Dizzy, always on top of his stuff. Almost dropped the word there. I think we're going to probably write up a rule of the casters. If you drop a curse word, or if any other player comes in and drops a curse word, it's going to be a donation of $10. That's fair.
1,000 bits.
Well, I mean, I think in RLCS, I believe from what I heard, if you curse, it's a $1,500 fee or fine.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So I think a $10 fine isn't that bad, at least for now. But yeah, it's going to be a legit swear jar. All right, so we do have all of OTC in here. What is with SDG and me needing to DM them to tell them to get in?
They've always got the stream up.
At least Ginger does.
I don't know. I told everybody to be in the same lobby so we all join the time.
Do not make any FIMU Alpha references in this chat, just a reminder. We are now officially RBG Esports. We are not in PMASG and Twitch, even though we got the logo right next to us. It's just because it's still a PMASGN event for Season 2. But just a reminder, brothers, do not use anything in the chat. Let's protect our secrets. But either way, don't worry about that. We're not a cult, I swear to God. We're going into bracket. Losers bracket round 3. This is the last bracket. After this, we're going to be going into full-on Game 7s. This is the last best of 5. And it's going to be SDG versus OTC. Danny coming up, pushing pressure on this. Oh, getting lucky on that little glide. And stopping it. Oh, the ball's going straight to the net. Dizzy seeing that, but didn't put the shot in. Isn't that one Pops? So looking to control this one. Ninja going up against him. Ninja doing a good job. Gonna try to continue on that. Could not get the hit you needed. Good pinch for OTC. Liger needs to get back. He does. He is able to stop that in time. Danny looking to put the shot on. Too wide, but Dizzy almost putting this in the center. A little dangerous right there. Ginger's ready for that. Pass it to Danny. Danny trying to use the side of his car to catch the ball. Danny and Pops are both bumping each other. Ginger pushing this one over. And if I remember, for anyone that's in FIMU Alpha, I believe Popster and Ginger are actually in the same chapter. I think I'm right.
I know they're from the same chapter. I don't know if they crossed together.
They did not cross together. I know that, but I believe they are in the same chapter. A little fun fact for FIMU Alpha brothers. So chapter brother versus chapter brother. That's always fun to watch. Like Zero following up this one. We're gonna try to center this. Looking for Popster. Popster's there, puts it up the back wall though. Liger puts the first shot in for OTC in the first point of Losers Bracket round 3.
All right, we've been actually seeing a lot of this. Popster getting a really decent pass there, and Liger just being able to finish it. His shot accuracy has been phenomenal these past games.
Yeah, Liger Zero and Popster have really been clicking, and it's really been helping out. Dizzy doing everything he can do in the back. He just always gets that touch just needed, but Liger really waking up and helping out Popster, and that's really good. That's something that you're going to need, especially if you're going to be going up against Group A teams, where Group A is more team affiliated. Danny putting that over towards Ginger. Ginger not able to connect with that one. SS getting in the way of Popster. Danny looking to try to... Oh, tried to fake Dizzy, but Dizzy didn't fall for it. Dizzy bumping on that one. Popster trying to control this one. Going all the way over to the OTC side. Oh, Danny getting around Liger Zero and putting a point on the board. All tied up now.
You know, I think that was just kind of an unfortunate situation. Dissonant wasn't really in a very good position. And Liger tried to read the shot, but Danny managed to bounce it right under him.
So we're all tied up in game one. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left in game one. Because game one is the game one of game ones.
Absolutely.
I really should not be randomized anymore. I should be repeat man. Because I tend to repeat everything. You know, it's like I try to stop saying it, but I'm not able to do so.
Hey!
No, I'm randomized. I'm not doing that anymore. Well, yeah, 2 minutes, 43 seconds in this game here. Like a zero, keeping this in the center. SS and Ninja getting a little confused. Danny whipping that, and Dizzy putting that in, giving and breaking the tie. LTC, another point.
A really good touch there from Liger Zero, and then just a really good follow-up from Dissonant. I think both of them were kind of ignoring the defenders at that point. And it just worked. And, you know, SDG really couldn't get another touch on the ball there.
So now OTC is up by 1 point. We are now coming to halftime of game one. Ginger looking to put the shot in, and he does, tying the game up again.
Sneaking it right by the defender here. I didn't quite see who it was. Was it Popster? Yeah, being able to sneak it right by Popster. Putting it behind him. Definitely very, very good placement there.
Popster's not ready for Ginger, because Ginger now knows how to accurately hit the ball as well. Especially the lower it is to the ground, Ginger can actually have a meaning to his hits. Where Popster was just expecting his car was pointing in a certain direction, he's going to hit it in that direction. He's not expecting a Dannyland actual hit. And Ginger has been picking up on that. Ginger has been improving a lot. And that's really what allowed that mess up on Popster. And there's another one with a whiff. The ball didn't go as high as Popster thought it would go. Sitting in the OTC corner. Ginger putting this in the center, looking for SS the third. SS did not go up for that. Just trying to get this to Danny. He's going to have to try to do something here. Dizzy getting it clear. Ginger cutting it off at the middle, but Popster looking to put this one in, and that goes in, breaking the equalizer again.
There it goes. And honestly, like, this is not the way I expected SGD to be playing. I really expected them to play very reserved. I expected Danny to play very far back. But I think maybe they're probably really warmed up from the TEO match. They had a little bit of a break. But they're coming in ready to play here.
You definitely missed yesterday's game because I know you were at work and sadly weren't able to watch. But SDG has woken up. Everything that they were doing during the season is gone. They are back to normal of how they were playing last season, honestly. Dannyland is able to save that 1 minute, 30 seconds left. So we're going to see if SDG can just get one more point in, or if OTC can seal the deal for the first game. We're pushing over to the OTC side. Danny's going to have to try to control this. He's got Ginger in the middle. He's looking for Ginger. Ginger's looking to put this one in. Pops are blocking that one. SS the third. Ready to catch this one. He needs to do something to get a big boomer. Pops are centering this, but going way too far for Dizzy. Ginger getting up in the air. Whiffing that one. Danny not whiffing. He got connecting with that one, but Popster's following that one up. Last minute of game one. Pops are centering this ball up. Ginger doing a good job clearing that ball out. Dizzy now trying to control this one. He's going to try to push this over to the SDG side, but SS the third is there. Ninja is now back against Popster. Ninja is able to catch that ball in time. Ginger's still trying to go up and get contact. Couldn't do that. Danny, whoa, doing a little bit of whiff there as well. SS the third connecting to that. Took 3 SDG players to finally hit the ball that was in the center. SS the third pushing it to Ninja. Ball centering up again. SS missing that one. Danny now going to try to do something with this. Faking Dizzy, but Dizzy was able to contact Danny before he could do anything else. Liger tried to put that one in. Fox doing a good job getting... not Fox. Ginger doing a good job getting that one. Sorry. Popster now rotating back. He's prepared. 10 seconds left in regulation time. OTC just needs to hang on to win this one. SDG is looking to put one more point in to try to get the equalizer and tie this game up. Last second, it's not looking good for them. We're on the SDG side. This could be it for game one, and it is. OTC takes game one.
All right. So far, my prediction is going according to plan. They're playing a little bit differently than I thought they would. But OTC taking the first one. SGG, I feel like, is going to turn this around a little bit next game. They're going to warm up a little bit more to their opponents. But I think that we're going to see a bit of a stronger SGG in these next 2 games. But it's going to be up to OTC to see how far they can take it.
Who did you predict again?
I predicted OTC, but I thought SGG was going to take 1 game.
Gotcha. I believe I predicted OTC as well. No, I don't remember. Whatever. I want to see a good game. I want to see some awesome play. I want to see someone getting knocked out and someone getting into the losers finals, because whoever wins this best of 5 will move on to the losers finals, and we'll wait to see who will lose out of the Mr. Cats and Need Boost game, which will be happening later on this evening. I'm so excited for that game, to be honest. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Fox, you can ready that up.
All right.
We'll move on a little bit faster. And Pops are trying to put on Alpha Boost with the Alpha console, but didn't like him. Here we go. We're going to move on to game 2, which will be OTC up in the lead, 1-0 in the series. And they have 2 more games to sweep out SDG. Ginger rotating back. SS trying to pass it to a teammate. A little confused between Danny and Ginger, but it still went over to the OTC side. Ginger doing a nice job centering this up, but Danny ran out of boost, so he can't do anything about that. He was able to block one of the players and keep that kind of on the OTC side. SS the third looking to center this one up. Liger clearing this one out. Danny is cutting off Popster before he can follow it. Diz able to stop and put it in the corner. All 3 SDG players are in the corner. Ginger was the only one prepared to move away from it. Popster going up against his chapter brother and winning that one, but gets bumped away by Ginger. Little bit of a slowdown. Popster looking to retreat back, going up against Danny, blocking him. Ginger coming up way too far. Popster was able to go clear. SS is the last man. He has to be ready for this one. Danny just getting back in time. Now it's Ginger. No one capitalizing on that. So they're safe for now, but they're still stuck in the SDG side. Danny not doing anything there. Very close to going in. What a save by Ginger. Doing a great job getting that ball out before going in. Ginger really has been, in my opinion, the MVP of SDG. He's been doing really good for this team. Danny has been trying to click on with Ginger. If Danny can just follow on with Ginger, what he's doing, those two can become a deadly duo. SS just needs to stick in. He needs to get in the net to protect. They cannot be having their back to the other opponents almost. Danny looking to control this one. Dizzy able to clear this one out. SS taking its time up there and gave Liger time to do anything, but Liger whiffing, so giving it to SS. Ginger looking to try to pop off Dizzy. Dizzy's going to be able to hit this ball up. It's going to center up. Anyone there for it? Danny's clearing that one. A Popster playing patiently, almost putting that in, but Ginger again doing a nice job saving that. Liger Zero had a boost, can't control himself in the air. Dizzy's going to come up for this one. He's going to look to center this one up for Popster. Popster is there, but Ginger again clearing that ball before anything can happen. SS blocking this one. Danny's now going to clear this one over to the other side. Popster's going to come up. He's going to try to clear this. Danny waiting patiently for him, and it works out. Danny now has control and possession of this. Going up against Liger. Liger's winning that one. Ginger now going to try to possess this one. SS whiffing that. Liger confusing him. Popster's now getting the ball around. We're back on the SDG side. Danny clearing that one, and looked like Liger was not prepared for that center. Dizzy putting the ball a little bit high. Little confusion, but Popster was able to follow that one up. SS needs to get on him right now. He's driving really slow. He's taking a sweet time. Not allow Popster to send that up. Putting Danny in danny position, centering it again. Liger went to take the shot, missing that one. So Ginger's finally going to be able to clear this one over. Danny and Danny and Ninja were in the same corner, so nothing could happen. Pops was looking to put a shot on too high, going over. Liger doing a weird backflip. I think he had a feels backflip, man. So we're about minute 48 seconds left in this game. Nothing has happened, Fox. What do we need to see for either of these teams to break this tie?
Well, I think the defensive play from SDG's improved drastically from the first one, and I don't think OTC was quite ready for that. But at the same time, oh no!
Oh no! And it goes in.
No. I was gonna say at the same time, the defense of OTC has been really good as well, but that's just unfortunate. Swear to God, I give everyone the commentator's curse. The minute I try to say something, something happens.
Every time. Every time. Yep. All right, so we finally have a point on the board. SDG needs this win to tie up the series. They just got to hang on for the last minute, 20 seconds. And shout out to any of the mods if you are there. Please update the title. I appreciate it. This is bracket round 3. SDG versus OTC, second game at the moment. OTC needs to score a point to tie the game up on the last minute if they want to get into match point. Danny getting a little confused against Popster. Popster's just getting in Danny's way every time. Ball's going towards SDG side. Too high there. Popster looking to follow that one. SS able to block that one. Giving it to Danny. Danny with no boost. Trying to control. And blocking Dizzy with that one. That was a nice move there. But sadly, no one else on SDG was able to follow that one up. SS trying to push this one. Missing it. Popster couldn't control this one. Ginger trying to push this one over. Don't forget to use the exclamation point title before you update that. Dizzy trying to do something out of this. Popster looking to put the shot last 10 seconds. That was a good block by Ginger to Popster. Popster's going to try to put one in. Danny now getting in the way. 3 seconds left in this game, and it looks like we're going into a game 3 all tied up for SDG.
All right. Like I said, I thought SDG was going to come back for this one. They were going to play a lot more aggressive. They played a lot more defensively last game, but I think the defense on both sides has really increased here. But I think that as a caveat, I think that as like the defense has tightened up, but I also think our offensive plays have kind of faltered a little bit. You know, neither side has really been ready for the stronger defense, and so like the team plays still really don't come out.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, even the pressure, look at this. 4 shots on one side, 3 shots on, or 2 shots on the other. Really, a lot of it also came down to Ginger clearing that away before these guys were able to put any damage on them, which is really nice.
Yeah, definitely. Like Ginger's 2 saves were phenomenal. He had one really good clear that was like a really, really delicate redirect, and then the next one was just a fantastic save. And that does wonders for your momentum. Like momentum is huge in these kinds of games. And if Ginger didn't get those saves, then maybe OTC would have gained enough momentum to really take the lead. I mean, it was a 1-goal game. Anything could have happened.
100% agreed. And that's the hard part about this game is that a lot of Ginger's saves were technically clears. He was able to get out of the net far enough to clear it, so it never actually counted as a save. But in my heart, Ginger, you made probably at least 10 saves. I believe in you, man. But right now, we're moving into Game 3. The series is all tied up 1-1. Losers bracket round 3 for anyone just tuning in. SDG and OTC fighting their way to get to the losers finals. Danny clearing that just in time before Popster could do anything about that one. Danny's looking to clear this one over. Liger giving a lot of room to Danny. Just trusting his teammate. Luckily, Danny ran out of boost for OTC to do something about that. Popster trying to decide what he wants to do and hesitating that whole time. So that allowed Danny to clear that one out. Ginger passing that to Danny. Danny could not follow that up in time. He got blocked. Popster tapping it up, putting it in the corner. See if SS can do anything about this one. Oh, that was Ginger. Haven't seen SS in a bit yet. Ginger just getting in the way right now, being a nuisance. Danny Land putting the ball on the net. Popster, oh, just missing that one. Popster made the right call that just touched the pole. In case Danny putting it too high again. Liger Zero trying to clear this. SS sees an opportunity. Popster and SS whiffing that. The ball is going straight to the net. And Popster putting in the first point in for OTC.
That was just such an unfortunate little touch. Or a little whiff from Dandelion there, and Ginger wasn't ready. He was a little bit too far up. I'm not entirely sure where SS was or where he should have been in the rotation. But I mean, Popster put a long shot on, and sometimes at like this faster level, those long shots can be the deadliest.
Correct about that. So right now, OTC's in the lead, 1-0. They're going to need to get this one to get to match point. Either team that wins this will go to match point. There could be a chance of a game 5 if both these players are going to leave open nets like this, and the game is all tied up again.
Wow. I mean, we had a little bit of an unfortunate bump against the wall from one of the teammates there.
What a goal steal.
Wasn't quite sure who that was. Daniel opting to take it, yeah.
I bet his excuse was it looked like he was about to hit the pole, so I just had to make sure it went in. That was my excuse last time. The game's tied up here. Everything's tied up, 1-1. Even the series is 1-1. Score is 1-1. We're not in game 1 anymore, though. Sadly, I can't use that anymore. So we're in game 3. Danny looking to clear this one. Nice big boomer. That ball could be going right in. And the crossbar again. Danny has been hitting crossbar all day. Even that beautiful boomer just not working out for him. Now all of SDG is up. Popster, Dizanot. Ooh, Liger just getting taken out. Dizanot's got to put this in the center for Popster. Too slow, so both SDG players are able to rotate back in time. Danny, we're going to control this one. Popster getting rid of him, so Ginger is going to get up there. Getting it over one of the OTC players, but OTC able to follow this one up. Ginger doing a nice job again, cutting off the ball before it gets too close to the net. That's what I mean. Ginger is technically getting saves. It's just not registering in the game because it's not in the goalie box. Danny up on the wall, getting back. SS doing a nice job covering that one. Ginger trying to block that. SS not able to do anything about that one. Danny Land needs to recover back quickly now. Ginger is all by himself, does a nice job clearing that, but now Pops is ready for it. He's gonna go high. Dizzy needs to read this one. Coming low on that one, throwing off SS there. But Danny's now gonna follow this one up. SS needs to come up in the center. For some reason, he opted to back off right away. He didn't even try to take that shot. So we're now coming down to almost the last 2 minutes of game 3. This is what's happening, is that they're not taking opportunities for them to win anything. There it is. There's that opportunity we were just talking about. Danny Land finally putting a point and breaking the equalizer.
I think that was just a really good pass from Ginger, banging it right against the wall there. Popster was just rotating back after getting boost, and the other two defenders just weren't ready for it. And then he put a beautiful shot on, but that was just a really good play from the both of them.
All right, less than 2 minutes in game 3. SCG is up. Also, shout outs to everyone who has been following us. The latest shout out was actually my girlfriend. Thank you very much. We're trying to hit 50 followers so that we can get that sub button. So please, please, please hit that follow button so we can become an affiliate stream. We're going to actually really start putting some money into the prize pools for all our future tournaments that you should be joining our Discord. So you make sure you know when we're going to be playing. Fox, if you don't mind putting the Discord in the chat for me.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. It's a minute, 16 seconds left in the game, and the ball's going right there, and Liger tying the game up again. Sorry, Fox, if you were looking away, I'll talk about this one. All 3 SDG players were just jumping around, doing a little monkey show in the net, and it just gave so much time for Liger to just put that ball in. Oh, you could use the exclamation point Discord.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Discord and bracket are the 2 commands I have set up right now.
All right,
I don't know if I have Twitter yet, to be honest. I keep forgetting that.
All right.
Pops, are we going to control this one? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we also need to give credit for Liger, because that shot, like the top right corner there, that's hard to save no matter where anybody is.
It's also hard to save when no one's in the net too.
Very true. Very, very true. That's great.
Pops are just seeing that open goal, puts the ball in and breaks the tie once again. So OTC is now up by 1. And it's not looking too hot. Last minute for SDG. SDG's kind of been losing their cool. Seems like they've been scrambling a lot this game. Yes, they have some points, but it's just those quick errors that OTC has created. SDG just needs to spread out a little bit more. They've been on top of each other. But the problem is they're also too spread out on offense, where only one player moves up. But Danny putting that ball in. Never mind, I'll shut my mouth right now. The game is all tied up. 3-3 with 31 seconds left in the game.
You know, what you're talking about, though, it carries a lot of weight. I think, honestly, that's SGG's biggest weakness right here. It's like, just like sometimes their rotations falter, their defense just kind of crumbles. And it's pretty consistent in their inconsistency. It's like sometimes it'll just fall apart out of nowhere. And that's why they're losing some of these games.
Last 18 seconds left of the game. We are tied up. OTC trying to live to their name. You might see another OTC, possibly. Oh, almost put in that shot. Dizzy hitting the crossbar. Crossbar MVP again. And that's it. There's the ball centered. It can be done. Oh, it could not happen. So we are going to go into overtime again. This is incredible. I believe every game that OTC has played has possibly had an overtime. No, I was wrong.
Not against S2.
today at least. They didn't have an overtime against Ocean's Rage, and they did not have. They did have against S2. They had 2 of them actually. So today they've had seen. This is going to be their 3rd overtime today. So these guys are also getting really, really worn out. I'm actually taking notes, so it's really helping me out. So we're already over 30 seconds in this game. OTC must be feeling tired. I know it's in their name, but you can totally wear yourself out if you just cannot get out of overtimes. They
Remember,
get stressful.
it's overtime and chill. This is not a chill overtime.
They don't look chilling at all. They look like they're struggling, but they are getting it towards SDG's goal. Ginger doing a nice job controlling this. Last guy is Popster. Popster really gonna have to do something about this. Ginger reading him, almost putting him shot. It doesn't. I was able to block that one. Danny now had to put that back in the corner. We're over a minute of overtime. We're still chilling here. That was a pun. That was horrible.
It was only horrible.
Centering this up. SS could not follow. Put that ball in. The longer this takes, the more tired these players are going to get. Popster hitting the crossbar again. Crossbar MVP. We should keep a tally of every crossbar shot. I don't know why we don't.
We should make a montage.
Oh my God, seriously. And that's it.
Oh, like a 0, there it is.
Nicely done.
Wow. All right, and there's a game 4.
Yeah, well, that is easily game 4. Minute and 37 seconds into overtime. And OTC finally putting in a point.
I think Liger Zero is one of those players where if you can pass it to him, he's going to put a shot on net. And I think that's something you could really take advantage of. You just need to be aware of what everything is happening.
Yeah, even yesterday, it's a good point that you brought that up because I believe I was casting with Austin when there was an OTC game and Popster did a choice to slow down a pass and it kind of threw off Austin a little bit. And I said, you know what? It's because Liger's not all the way up there yet, but he's a good player. So as long as you could slow it down to his style of play, he can read. He could definitely read passing plays, but he needs it to be slowed down a little bit. He's not going to be able to handle that right away every time. So it was a good job by Popster and Liger to really coordinate with each other. I mean, you could see like Liger Zero, he assisted both of Popster's shots, but Popster was even able to assist one of Liger's shots. And 5 shots coming out of Popster, 3 out of Liger. Incredible. But mind you, the shots are the same on both teams. Look at it.
Yeah, I did notice that.
A 5-3 and a 1 from both teams.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing a lot of pressure from both sides here. And I think it's the defensive rotations. And I think SDG has the weaker portion of the two. And I think that's why they lost last game. And I think, honestly, I think that's why they're going to lose this game. But that's just my prediction before.
That is your prediction. And if OTC wins this, your prediction will be perfect of a Game 4 win. So that would be pretty incredible. We haven't had anyone nail a perfect prediction, even the game. So SDG versus OTC. We're in Game 4. For anyone tuning in, OTC is up in the series by 1. OTC on match point. They need to win this to move on to the losers finals and knock out SDG completely from this.
Daniel almost putting that shot in.
Very close indeed, but that's the other thing I've noticed. I think it's also just pure accuracy. You're right about the defense, but I also think their accuracy. Danny Land was always their striker, and for Danny to be missing a lot of his shots, hitting crossbars left and right, that's really probably affecting SDG. There we go. As I say it again, Danny. Well, I think all I have to do is talk bad about Danny, and then he will shut me up. So maybe it's a good commentator's curse.
You can hear it. You can just like feel it. It's like, you know what? I'm scoring.
So I can control this game as long as I talk bad about Danny. He will put this in. So if I want SDG to win this game, I will continuously talk bad about Danny.
Remember.
Never mind. Popster goes, oh wait, you forgot about me. All tied up. Not even a minute into this game.
Best way to control our powers.
That was just a really good shot. Control him.
It's all scripted.
Oh, I'm not hitting that swear jar. I missed it a couple times. So we are now 1 minute into this game. And it's still, this is such a tight game out of these two guys. It's excellent. I love watching this kind of Rocket League. It's getting tight. These guys are really trying to do everything they can. You can see they're starting to get worn out. Then the hard part about this, of being one of these guys, is you still got another game to come up in the losers bracket, and that's a best of 7. So if they're going to wear themselves out now, can you imagine when they go to play the best of 7?
Absolutely. And that's one of the things with competitive play. We talked about it a lot first season, but you got to keep the endurance up. There's definitely an endurance game when you get into these later brackets, because it's best of 5s, it's best of 7s. You're playing a lot of whatever game it is.
And Ginger and Popster, as we announced before, will actually be playing in the All-Star match, representing for Group A and Group B. So even then, they're going to have to really keep their minds calm, because they're going to even have to play even more Rocket League. I wonder if we can put even more Rocket League on these guys. We'll do a 1v1 tournament after this. I'm kidding. I could tell Nate's head just snapped. It was like, what? 1v1?
Hello? Yes.
All right, so 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. We're 10 seconds away from halftime in this game. We're still tied up in game 4. That ball's going right there. Once again, as I said something, Popster has to shut me up. And puts another point on the board for OTC.
That was a really good follow-up from Liger. That touch, it managed to hit the corner right there, and it was a really, really good bounce for Popster. Not very good for SDG.
OTC holding the lead, both in the series and this game. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game. They just need to hang on if they want to officially knock out SDG out of this game. Popster doing something interesting in the corner by himself. Is he opting for the boost to help him get a little power on that? It was a nice job, but Danny's blocking that one. Popster hitting it into the net. Nicely done. A nice lofty shot. Give him another point. Give him a 2-point lead.
What an angle, too. Well, no, that was actually just like a really good center pass. I couldn't really see that from my camera angle. And here we see SGG's defense kind of crumbling here. And we don't see any saves. We see 1 save on both sides. The difference is we have 2 shots from SDG and 4 from OTC. All of them are Popster.
So with that, OTC needs to just hang on to this 2-point lead, because this could be it for SDG. SS blocking that one on Popster. Liger ready to cut that one off. Ninja putting this up. It's going to hit the backboard. Can he set this one up with center again? He does center it, but it's a little low. Easy for Liger to follow that one up. Danny cutting it off, but Popster's going to cut that one off again. Getting ping pong action again. These guys are just launching the ball across the net, or across the map, I should say. No one's really helping each other out. No one's following up. No one's even trying to attempt cheating up a little bit. So Liger missing that one. Danny hitting the crossbar again. We're coming down to the last minute of regulation time. It is not looking good for SDG if they cannot get at least 1 more point in before the minute hits. And there it is. SDG needs to score now if they want to have a little bit of an easier time in this last minute. Liger pull-shotting Ginger to put that ball all the way on the other side. Popster blocking that one. We are back on the SDG side. SDG have their back against the wall. This is not where they want to be. It's over their net now. Danny just touching that in time. Dizzy trying to do something with this. A lot of whips going on, so Ginger's going to control that one. Popster now controlling that. No one is back, and that could be it. Putting the nail in the coffin, I mean to say. 31 seconds left in the game. OTC up by 3 now.
Yeah, we have another lofty shot here, but no one was back on SDG. Ninja really tried to get back in time, but it just didn't happen. They couldn't get back fast enough. They were overcommitted.
So this could be it. This is match point. 30 seconds left. OTC now just needs to hold this 3-point lead, and that could be it. SDG will be metaphorically going home because they're technically all sitting at home right now. Pops are looking to be a little fancy. Liger following that one up and putting another point in.
What a play.
Nicely done. And apparently Dandyland just got online. Thank you, Steam.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I don't understand why Steam does that all the time. I just think SDG just ran out of fuel. You know, it's one thing to play games all day and practice. It's another thing when you're in competition. It's a different kind of mindset. You can get fatigued in the competitive aspect of it. You're thinking a lot more than you naturally do for, you know, ranked or unranked, and that's it. OTC will win this, and that's it. SDG is eliminated, and that was a perfect prediction. Yes, congratulations to you. Good job there, bud.
GG's all around. I definitely think you hit the nail on the head there. OTC just had a little bit more endurance than SDG, and they just fell apart in that last game.
I really think it was also the warm-up thing, too, to be honest, in my opinion.
It could be, but at the same time, SGG started out a lot faster and a lot stronger than they ended the series here. I mean, 5-1 OTC, like none of the other games were that far apart, and it could be a momentum thing. OTC like already had the lead, so they just put in a few more goals. But I definitely think SGG got like really fatigued. Danny's a good player, but I know Ginger can get kind of tired playing these games, and S is the third as well. And you can definitely see by the score, you know, Ginger had one shot, but other than that, it was boards for him.
Yeah, you're right about that. That was a bit of a rough game for them. So, with that being said, and that's it for overtime and chill. I mean, for SDG, my apologies. SDG will be out. Good run for them. You know, for a team that honestly did not play well during the season to just come back like that, that's incredible to see that. I'm very happy to see that SDG was just able to put a good run in. You know, congratulations to you guys. You did well. So that's it. We have 3 teams left. It is only 1 Group A team and 2 Group B teams. I'm actually really surprised about this. I honestly thought we were going to see a lot of Group A in because a lot of the players in Group A have already experienced this kind of heat, this kind of pressure, what it's like to be in a tournament and from season 1. While Group B is most of no one played in season 1 except 2 players in Group B. So to see 2 Group B players hanging in there, mind you, Need Boost also has a player that has competed in RLCS and made it to the top 100s for North America. So he knows this pressure. He knows what it feels like. Popster also knows how to handle this. But can Mr. Cats hang on? Mr. Cats was able to do a full ride last season. We did not lose one match at all during the playoffs when we were seed 5. So can OTC or Need Boost stop Mr. Cats from getting a 2-season-in-a-row championship? We won't know because the next game is actually going to be the All-Star game. The Group A All-Star teams versus the Group B All-Star teams. We'll be back in just a little bit. We are actually going to take a bit of a longer break to get every team prepared and everything and give us a good break and be prepared for this one. So, folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Rocket League action of the All-Star matches, Group B versus Group A. We'll see you in just a few minutes.